Black Box Studio. Yesterday I listened to a kind of a disruptive audio file from you all the way from Jerusalem.
It's a very bad situation here. They're making people wear a ankle bracelet. It's absolutely insane. But meantime, we just keep fighting, fighting as much as we can. So we need everybody's help because whatever happens here will happen everywhere. So we're fighting for ourselves and we're fighting for the whole world. But we need help. I need everything, every hand on deck.
It gave me the goosebumps, and that's the reason why I wanted to talk to you directly to report from your side what is actually going on in Israel.
What's going on, in short, I don't know that there is a short version, but that our Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, has taken the initiative to sign us up without our informed consent to be the experimental subjects for Pfizer's rollout of their experimental technology. And they are doing so with just short of brute force, using coercive methods of threatening people with their livelihood, threatening young children, 16-year-old kids, that they can't take their matriculation exams. And the rollout of this has been while this plan is for many countries, in other places they give you the option to come and sign up, but here there's no option. You pretty much need to come and do it. It's already as if the science is settled, even though it doesn't even exist. And there's a profound governmental and social pressure already to rush into this experiment. And in Israel, they don't even speak about it as if it's an experiment. Well, the rest of the world is fully aware that's exactly what this is.
Are you saying that vaccines are mandatory in Israel right now?
Vaccines are not mandatory in Israel. However, this COVID-19 shot is, well, it's just short of it. Meaning they say that it's not a have to and it's not a force, but the reality on the ground is people are losing their jobs if they're in the health, if they're doing any sort of health professional. There are many different places where people are told that you vaccinate or you're out.
You told me something before in this audio file about people wearing kind of a badge around their wrist, the free pass or something like that. What is that all about?
It's called the green passport. We're not told to wear it, but what they have done is they have essentially overnight created a second-class citizenry, a true medical apartheid that is disallowing healthy, law-abiding, tax-paying citizens from entering their places of culture if they do not participate in this experiment. It's that simple. We've been told there are people who've been kicked out of their choirs, out of their pools, out of their gyms. Like I said, there's incredible social pressure and division between families, and this illusion of science that you're not participating in it, so therefore you become this virus-carrying threat to the rest of us, even though of course there's simply no existing safety studies. So it's really all it's really in the name of science they're actually doing something that's really just an illusion.
What is happening with people from abroad entering Israel, for example, by an airplane? What do they have to do to participate in society again?
So it's one of the worst displays of what's happening you'll see in the airport. I actually just this morning read someone's personal account of coming home, and his parent happened to have been a survivor, a Holocaust survivor, and he literally felt that he was in a selection. It was very clear. Those who have taken the shot or have recovered from the vaccine get to go to the left. Those who have not go to the other side and are forced into these filthy petri dish hotels that they have to either sit there, and they're all swabbed with this PCR test. And then there's also the option, again, the rules change from morning to night. So, but there is also apparently for some an option to wear an actual security ankle bracelet, as if they're a prisoner in their own home, and you get to pay 2,000 shekels for the privilege of doing so. And this is what they're doing to their own citizens who have the audacity, I guess, to travel.
So what I understand is that the security wristbelt is actually a way of having a liberal quarantine at home.
Yeah, that's the liberal version. Correct. Correct. What we see here, and those of us in Israel, we understand that we are being used as a model for the rest of the world. And therefore, and because of the greater plans for this injection for the rest of the globe, and for the greater plans that governments want to take these controls that they have, the overreach, these implementations that they've imposed on us, there's the feeling that it has to work. They're giving us no choice because we are the model in order to show everyone how fantastic this new version of life is. So we're up against extraordinary forces. We know how the bottomless wealth of the pharmaceutical companies, and we know the governments across the world. So, but the year of extreme implementations and policies, it's all culminating here in Israel right now with the rollout of this program. So like I said, while in other countries there's still a choice, here, the only reason they don't, in my opinion, the only reason they don't physically force it is because there would be too great of an outcry. But they're doing everything just short of it. It's the same